Hello, dear friends. Welcome. Here we are again together, as always, serving and spreading consolation here. My name is Sheyne Martin, and I am speaking from and broadcasting from the Spirit Society of Richmond in Richmond, Virginia. And here we are. We're going to study with you the preface of the book Calma, which Emmanuel through the blessed mediumship of Francisco Candido Xavier. So 31 chapters, counting the preface, of course, and we'll be together studying it because in these times on the earth, who doesn't need to be calm correctly? So here it is, the preface by the Spirit Emmanuel. Emmanuel will say, agitations on earth, transition times, difficulties of understanding, impacts of progress, generational conflicts. These are the reason given by many friends for which we will address some pages on serenity and security. Since life does not allow us to stop, neither in the physical plane nor in the beyond. Evolution really does not stop. Suffering or learning, creating or recreating, improving or renewing, making mistakes or readjusting. Every creature will always continue in pursuit of the supreme goals of divine wisdom. In any case, however, and no matter where in the universe the creature is located, the spirit needs peace in itself in order to build its own path to other paths of elevation. From these reasons, this book was born, which we deliver to the friendly reader, wishing him or her harmony and trust in God, in building the happiness we aspire to achieve. Calma, in quotes, calm, is the legend that defines this unpretentious book. May such a blessing strengthen us all in the midst of obstacles and struggles, difficulties and trials with which perhaps will be faced in our march towards an always better tomorrow, which the support of Jesus, the Master and the Lord, are our wishes. Signed by Emmanuel in Uberaba, November 17th, 1978. A lot of beautiful messages here for us to think about. 1978, this book was brought to us, and we are eternally indebted to Emmanuel for guiding the works of Francisco Candido Xavier on the earth. During his life, Francisco Candido Xavier, affectionately known as Chico Xavier by the Brazilians, has dedicated and sacrificed so much to bring to life these books. The books stay. Nowadays, these recordings will stay. Our postings will stay in eternity. So decades from now, someone can also benefit from the teachings. One thing that we learn from the Superior Spirit's teachings in all of their books is that these teachings are timeless, just as the teachings brought by the Master are timeless. So when Emmanuel starts this preface by saying agitations on the earth, transition times, difficulties of understanding, progress, generational conflicts, that's why they are addressing us some pages on serenity and security. Nowadays, dear friends, who doesn't need serenity and security? And he continues, it says, life does not allow us to stop in either realms, in the physical or in the spiritual realm. So you and I are here today together, blessed with the opportunity of studying this. So I hope that by reading the preface of the book, We always should read the preface of the books. In Spiritism especially, that sets the intent, sets the tone for the book. What do these good spirits want to accomplish with these books? What do they want us to take away from? What do they want us to learn from reading these books? And he says, we'll address you some pages on serenity and security. He says, evolution does not stop. We're always progressing. Your destiny, dear friend, as much as the destiny of all of the spirits on the universe is progress, we will all one day become a superior spirit. It's up to us to progress faster or slower. Sometimes we stay stagnant and life comes, bring us some difficulties and obstacles, and then we can move forward, progressing faster. He says, if every creature will always continue in the pursuit of the goals of divine wisdom, either by suffering, learning, when we create, when we recreate, we reinvent ourselves, improving or renewing, make mistakes, or readjusting from our mistakes. So isn't that true today? Through the suffering of the collective suffering of the pandemic, you and I are learning. We are learning what really matters. We are learning how to better use our time. We are learning how valuable is physical contact, being with our friends and family members, which maybe in the past, perhaps, we have taken it for granted as we could just go about our day. And today we're creating new things, creating new paradigms, shifting our old habits into new habits. We will certainly make less mistakes today in the light of knowing of Spiritism than in the past, but we are also readjusting from our learning in past lives, the things we did, the choices we made, the free will we abused, and then also reaping the benefits of the friendships, the benefits of the bonds of affection we have created with one another. So we are always progressing. Evolution goes on. Life goes on. Evolution goes on. In the physical plane, Earth is evolving. Earth was already past 4.5 billion years of evolution. And we are moving to a world of regeneration where, no doubt, dear friends, both the progress on the physical plane with the changings in landscaping, adjusting of temperatures, moving of species around, all the way to the moral, passing through the intellectual development. So we are progressing each and every day. So I hope that we can recognize that by reading these pages, attaining some of that serenity and security in these difficult times, it can aid on our progress. Why is it important to have that serenity and security? He says, no matter where in the universe the creature is located, remember, we know in Spiritism, all worlds are populated by spirits. Everywhere in the world, in the universe, whatever, no matter where we are located today, you're now located on the earth. But Emmanuel says, no matter in the universe where you are, the spirit needs peace in order to build its own path and the path of elevation. And not only peace, he says, needs peace in itself. So it's peace within, it's peace of mind, a tranquil conscience, the knowledge that I'm fulfilling God's laws, that I'm following God's laws, that I'm fulfilling the will of God for this lifetime. He says here, for these reasons, this book was born, in which we deliver to the friendly reader, wishing him or her harmony. We want to be harmonious. We want to be coherent with God's law. Everything around us is aiming for harmony and homeostasis, right? So they're wishing us, the good spirits, in this case Emmanuel is wishing us harmony and trust in God, building the happiness we aspire to achieve. He named the book Calma, which would be calm or be calm in English. And he says, is the legend that defined this unpretentious book. So we really need to evaluate the language of the good spirits, because you not say, read the greatest book of all time. You say, no, 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 no. These are simple pages to bring you serenity, to bring you security in these times of difficulties. Because everywhere we are, peace is needed within the spirits. An unpretentious book. He's not pretending to know that this is all and be all. This is one of the tools, one of the more than 400 books psychographed by Chico Xavier. So, of course, we have so much more to learn. And today is the day that you can go and learn this book. And this translation, first time for you here, the Spirit Society of Richmond's team has translated and revised and will bring to you these studies over time. So we can all learn together, because sharing is caring. Then Emmanuel, I'm going to end today's studies with Emmanuel wishes as our prayer. Right? He says, may such a blessing strengthen us all in the midst of obstacles and struggles, difficulties and trials that perhaps will be faced as we march towards always better tomorrow. With the support of Jesus, Master and Lord, are our wishes. Signed by Emmanuel in November of 1978. So this book is about 42 years old. For us, is an invitation for us to, when we say something, when we write something, when we record something, we make it timeless. We grab the teachings of the today, we reflect, and then if we're saying something, may it be valid and age well, as some say. But this book, 42 years old, still much current and much needed in our lives. So dear friends, I hope that you can join me again. When we return, we'll study another chapter of the book Calma by the Spirit Emmanuel. And you can also, there are some messages already published where I read the message for you and we did a prayer afterwards. But in this series, we're going to do a more in-depth study and take 15, 20, 30 minutes of our time as we can learn something new from the good spirits. And until next time, dear friends, I wish you many, many blessings. Have a blessed day.